Let's see now how the CRM is going to help us working with quotes. So I'll just choose quotes from the left menu, and we'll get a list of all available quotes from our application. Let's create together a new quote, and at this point I'll just set the account to be the big company account, and when choosing it, the billing address is going to be completed automatically. The destination address can be completed using the right panel. In order to choose one of the addresses corresponding to big company, I'll just choose office address. In the bottom part of the form, we can customize the initial and final notes, even use some templates for the notes in case we need them. And we can also add some additional information for the quote. For example, here we can set the subject or the contact reference, some payment terms, transportation and shipment terms, and also the dates when the quote is going to be sent and closed. If needed, there are also 4 discounts available here, which are going to be used when computing the total price of the quote we have just created. In order to set some items to this quote, we can use the Details tab in order to handle sections and items. At this point, I'll just add the section, and this is going to be section number 1 for our quote. We can here complete a description, and in the bottom part of the window we have 3 flags used to display different summaries and totals in the quote report. For section number 1, I'll just check all the summaries to be displayed in the quote report. Now let's add together some items for this section. We can either use this component if we already know what item we want to add, for example product 1 with all its available information, or after saving this quote and re-enter in the editing mode, we can use the right panel in order to choose one of the products existing in our application. I'll just choose big product, and because this product is a kit and it has some items, I'll set the quantity to, and when adding, the product is going to be displayed together with its items. If we want, before saving or before or after saving, we can select one product and delete it in case we don't want the kit to be sent together with all its items. Or we can simply move the items up and down into the list of items from one quote. After finishing the modification of all information, we can save the quote, and at this point we are going to have access to some other actions, for example templates. At this point we can save a template for my quote. This is going to be template number 1, and I'm gonna save it. If I want to retrieve this template, we can find it into the quote list by simply searching it by the search filter, or using the show only templates filter. At this point, templates, the list of templates are going to be shown here. Going back to the quote form, we can also have some more actions on the quote. For example, we can print a report, an already generated report on this quote, and this is going to contain all the information we have just filled in together with the items of the quote. Or using the same menu, we can send the quote by email, and the report of the quote is already attached together with the subject and the email addresses. Using the same other menu, we can also duplicate the quote in order to use it later for some other company, or we can create a new revision. I'll just create a second revision and I'm going to save it. Now we can see in the top right part a button, and the user can just migrate between the available revisions of one quote. For example, I'll just go to the first revision and I'm going to edit this revision and to delete one product from the list of products. I'll just save it. If later on I need the previous solution, previous revision of the quote, I can just go to the second revision, which contains the quote with all the items I have just saved. Thank you for your attention.